Hello and welcome back to this sacred space. I do feel that we are in an important shift, like there is big change, big shifts going on. And so for today's video, I will be giving you messages from the other realm about what you most need to know right now at this moment, because this time feels very, very significant, in a way that things that transpire will have a lasting impact on our lives. Maybe in a subtle way, maybe in an obvious way, but nonetheless it feels very, very significant. And so in today's reading we have 3 messages. So I will begin as usual by setting an intention, and you can skip to your message if you would like to. The timestamp is in the description box down below. Nice to see you again. Okay, so I'm crafting the space here, settling in. Connecting in with my sacred self and the wisdom of my sacred self through all existing lifetimes, both the past, the present, and the future coming together in this now moment. Connecting deeper into the essence of my beloved Dark Mother, Ma Kali, asking her to blend her energies with mine throughout this session. Activating and raising and enhancing my psychic abilities and my mediumship abilities, as well as my inner fire, my inner flame, my passion, for the purpose of igniting and activating you in this community. Calling forth the ancestors, the beloved deads, and the spirit guides of this community, and asking Ma Kali to act as a messenger between us. Connecting deeper into my spirit guides, asking them to protect me and to protect my space, and to only allow in those energies that they deem fit. I set the intention to give this community clarity, wisdom, and impactful truth through these messages, and that I channel these messages in a clear, concise, loving, and impactful way. I pray that these messages are for the highest good of all beings and the earth in its entirety. Let it be so. Tack så mycket. Let's begin the readings. Message number 1. We will begin by a message from the goddess. And I've pulled out some decks for today's session, which I am really, really excited about, having been working without decks for a while, publicly, not privately. So I am grabbing the Isis Oracle Pocket Edition. Now Isis may be coming forth for you to ask you to connect and work with her, or offer herself to work and connect with you throughout this time, however long feels intuitively correct for you. So a message from Isis for this group of people. You may be connected to more messages today as well. Initiation. When you are being initiated into the divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge. the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With compassion and cleverness, you will not burn during your challenges. You shall thrive. So there is a breaking moment for you. I do feel throughout this coming week, I know that this is not weekly guidance specific, but it feels like that for you for this message. Like there is a breaking point. Let's see if I'm supposed to put this into more concrete words or not. It's like your, how do you say this? When it's not your cup is full, but it's like it's overrunning with stress or burdens or challenges or difficulty. And it's like this last drop that makes you crack. And the crack is the crucial moment here. It is what you do with this cracking moment that matters this week. So let's tune into any advice from the goddess Isis for when this crack occurs for you. It's a breaking point, and it has a purpose to make you evolve and to transcend, to change into something better for you. You are supposed to upgrade your life, how you live your life, and thrive more. So a message of advice from Isis, and I'm using the hidden realms here. So there may be a connection to nature, to land, and to fairies for you as well. I can just feel you connecting with your surroundings and with whatever season you are in at the moment. A message of advice for when this cracking occurs. Of course, we receive the Blasted Beach, which is the Tower card in this deck, and the Ten of Cups. So this is a reminder that when the cracking occurs, you're supposed to move into deeper fulfillment, and that's the purpose of it. So try not to get too much into your head, your mind about what this is, or that you're failing, or that you're not enough, or that you're doing something wrong. This is supposed to happen because you are seeking deeper fulfillment from your soul. And at the bottom, we do have the Three of Cups. So this cracking can portend to relationships, work relationships, friendships outside of work, family, relatives, children, siblings. But it's not about the relationship in itself. It's not about the other person in this cracking. This has more to do with how you respect and honor yourself in connection to these relationships. When you are really feeling it, when you are really needing time for yourself, or to honor yourself, where you need rest, can you say no? Can you set boundaries? There's another situation coming through. Can you honor your authenticity without losing yourself in the other, without it's like a dissolvement of who you are when being with others. That's a pattern. And so this breaking point is just about that. Remaining authentic and remaining respectful of yourself. So that is the theme for you. And they're saying to sum this up. And I do feel a guide coming through. Let's see what this guide has to say. Just give me a moment. So if you feel really down on yourself, if you feel disappointment, or if it feels bad, there's something about if you have pets, to connect with pets and to be with them and find comfort with them. And if you don't have pets, it's about finding comfort in your solitude. Perhaps doing puzzles, taking walks to around nature, perhaps to a lake or the sea, but enjoying time with yourself in solitude, or connecting with pets, because it's about strengthening that bond to self and being clear with who you are, what you need, and how to best live your life in a way that also benefits your surroundings. And that is all for today's message. I thank you so very much for connecting in. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, perhaps even leaving a comment, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Message number 2. Welcome to today's reading. We will begin with a message from the Kali Oracle Pocket Edition. I'm picking up my cards again today, which is really exciting. So we will begin with a message from Goddess Kali for you. And this feels related to this upcoming week. I do feel 2 here for you. And there's something about you connecting in with Kali. There's an aspect of you, there's an aspect of your being that needs more space, that needs to take more space in whatever room you are in, with yourself, with other people. But it's an aspect of you that is more fierce, more fearless, more fierce loving as well. It's a bigger and bolder energy. So you received Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. And then you have Devi Ma Kali. No matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you have made, Kali is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She is your soft place to fall and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. So this is the essence of the Wheel of Fortune card, which means that there is sort of this kismet or destiny involved for you at this time. And there is also a message in here about laying low, taking a step back, and not fiddle too much with destiny. Just let it unravel. See where it takes you this week. And it feels like things are shifting and that you may become slightly anxious or worried as a result. But that's a people-pleasing part of you that's supposed to crumble, that you're supposed to let go of. And this is why they spoke of making more space for an aspect of Kali within you, which is more fierce. She knows what needs to be done, and she isn't afraid of making that happen, whatever that may look like. So don't worry about the looks of it, if that makes sense. Whatever happens, and I think that this will make sense when you're more so in the middle of it, experiencing it. But don't try to excuse yourself or try to adjust things that are shifting, or try to, it's like I'm receiving this image of the divine sweeping things away from you, for you. And you are in the middle of this and thinking, but what are people going to say? What are they supposed to think about this? And you start to bring small pieces and things back where they have swept away for you. It's that sort of image that they're evoking in me. So let's see what area of life that is going to be affected for you, and if Kali has some advice for you about this. And I'm using the Hash Tarot for this. Three of Wands. This feels very work related, and if you are not currently employed, it can have to do with career in any other way. Perhaps you are studying, or you have applied for studies, or you are involved with something else. Perhaps you are, what's the name for that in English, when you have worked to pension? Is that the word in English as well? So when you're no longer employed because you're too old, if this is your situation, this can have to do with a project on the side, something that you do to community, or an extra job, or whatever. Or perhaps this has to do with something around a child, if you are home with a child, some sort of engagement like this. This is some sort of engagement outside of your own private stuff. Like it affects people, it affects community. At the bottom we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's this you need to allow the divine and the goddess to do their thing, to shift and change and rearrange your life. So their message for you is to allow it to happen and to take a step back, become invisible for a while if you need to, become private for a while if you need to, take your time with yourself if you need to. This is really just taking a step back and letting things happen for you. Let's see if there's anything else before we end this session. We are going to sum up this session with something. And I feel an ancestor coming through. This has something to do with your bloodline and a pattern. And it's a pattern that hasn't trickled down to every family member, but it's sort of skipping a line here and there. But it's an energy. There's something here that connects to your family line. I do feel actually that there is a skill or a gift in your family line that you're supposed to develop here. Like that's the purpose. That's what they're trying to move you into. This skill, this ability that has been strong in your ancestry line, not with everyone. That is what you are supposed to develop here. And that is all for your message today. I really do hope that it gave you much. If it did, consider liking this video and leaving a comment, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Message number 3. We will begin with a message from the goddess, and I'm working with cards here today, which I'm really excited about. And you will receive a message both from the Isis Oracle and the Kali Oracle. So there is a probability that you are coming to this message from either message number 1 or message number 2, or perhaps you are listening to all 3. Let's see, we are beginning with the Kali Oracle. So a message from the goddess Kali for you. She feels very strong with you. She comes through with a really strong presence with you. And for perhaps just one of you, she wants to claim you as her devotee, she's saying. So if you have been wanting confirmation of that, there it is. Moksha of Kali. Relief shall come swiftly. Soon you will see things differently. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you are currently experiencing. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward. You will overcome all opposition, be released into improved circumstances, and be supported to bring your sacred path to fruition. And let's receive a message from the Isis Oracle. Your message is heavily focused on magical practice. Heavily focused. Soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power. So be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. And I did feel this card at the bottom as well, Divine Guardian. This is a time of significant spiritual growth and healing for you. You are protected during these times by the love and strength of Divine Mother Isis. Relax and allow your transformation to happen. Your Divine Guardian protects you now. Let go. Trust unconditionally in what is happening for you, as there is only divine love beneath the surface of the present situation. So what comes through for you is an experience in my mind and my body where I feel this nagging itch and low-level stress of something not quite being right in life. And this is a nudge from the goddess to delve deeper into spiritual practice. So if you have been experiencing this sort of nagging feeling, or just boredom or restlessness or anxiety, but it's more like a subtle anxiety, trying to find meaning or something not feeling quite right. This is your call to deeper discovery of self and spirit and the spirit realm. This is your call to walk the path of a healer, a mystic, a priestess, shaman, whatever. It's time, whatever the name. It is time to claim sovereignty, authenticity, and power as a channel for the divine and for the earth mother. So what that means is really becoming a mediary. No, not mediary. I have to stop saying that. A medium for the spirit realm and for Mother Earth, where you give her wisdom to community, and you bring healing, you bring peace, whatever it is that your gifts are. Wisdom is another example. And I think that you are probably aware of this, or you are perhaps on this path. If you are already on this path, it's a deepening and it's a further leveling of commitment and devotion for you, where you're supposed to really dive deep into the practice, the craft, honing your abilities, creating magic in your life as well as in others' lives, and claiming this as your path in this lifetime. So let's use the Hush Tarot for this. And something interesting is that for the other two messages, I did feel a connection to this week. But this is more so for you. For this message, there's more of a starting point, like this is an auspicious time to delve deeper, to claim this path. So what I will ask the Hush Tarot here for you is any advice on how to begin to explore this path at this time. So you might be playing with connecting with deity or energetic nature beings or angels, guides, but deepening connection to an energy that resides sort of behind a veil, so to speak. Three of Cups in reverse. No, that's why it felt off. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So the advice for you is to not look at the practices of others on perhaps social media, or perhaps if you have friends, and taking it as gospel, taking it as the only one truth to experience the spiritual path. It's about finding the truth within, because you have a unique path to follow and to walk with your specific abilities and skill sets, with your specific energy, with your specific blueprint. And so disconnect from what you think you are supposed to do. And listen in here, follow your inner compass on what comes through, where you feel drawn towards, what you feel drawn towards, and follow that. We have the Ace of Pentacles here as well. So things will be showing themselves for you. It can be that you see something and it calls to your attention, or you feel a tugging in your heart at something that you really want to explore or discover, or just this inner knowing that this is what you're supposed to dive into next. It's all about playing and exploring. And if you are really seasoned here on your path, you are now entering a time of exploration and play, and seeing, sort of feeling into what more you can expand into that feels intuitively right and correct for you. So I'm just going to see if there's anything to conclude the message. And I did notice that I do have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So it's about breaking free from the traditions of spirituality in this case, and follow your own authentic unconventional path. Crazy cat. Okay, so let's see if there's something that sums up this reading. I feel a connection to a beloved dead coming through. This feels like a female who has, or had rather, a deep connection to either nature or spirit or both. Perhaps even had it without developing it or being conscious of it, but it was there, very apparent, very, very apparent. And I do feel that she is coming through with advice. There's something with the joy in it and having it for yourself for a while. So she's advising you to contain the joy of the exploration by keeping it to yourself for a while exploring, because then it is protected from the outside world of judgment or criticism or whatever it can be, or just being nosy. She wants you to have it for yourself as a precious gift for yourself for a while. A gift from spirit. A gift from spirit of, here's what you're being called to do, to explore, to enjoy next. And that is all for today's message, beloved ones. I thank you so very much for connecting in. And if you found it helpful, please consider liking this video, perhaps even leaving a comment, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.